exaggerated reverence. Okay, you are the God, all you are. If you didn't exist, the whole Egypt. So people around him made him used to hear this kind of words, and all the tyrants they do here. Okay, yes sir, yes sir, I am your servant, I am this. So they are used to this kind of message. Anything other than this, he will close his heart immediately. Okay, he will not receive any words other than the words of layyin, the soft words. Okay, so one has to configure, one has to personalize his approach based on the mentality of this person. So this is the method of conveying the valuable message that one has. Okay, but that doesn't mean that you alter the content of the message. Just play with the method of delivery, but don't play with the content, meaning that don't change this message in a way that he might just accept it. Change the method and the approach, but don't change the message, because at the end of the day, this is not our job. The hidayah is at the hand of Allah. وَقُلِ الْحَقُّ مِنْ رَبِّكُمْ فَمَنْ شَاءَ فَلْيُؤْمِنْ وَمَنْ شَاءَ فَلْيَكْفُرْ. Say the truth without any changing. Say the truth from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Whomever wants, let him get iman. Whoever doesn't want, let him get kufr. Okay, it's not your business. It's not your business. So it's important really to observe these things while making da'wah. And it's very amazing that with such a short passages, Allah tried to encompass all these great meanings for us. فَقُولَا لَهُ قَوْلًا لَيِّنًا لَعَلَّهُ يَتَذَكَّرُ أَوْ يَخْشَى قَالَ رَبَّنَا إِنَّنَا نَخَافُ أَنْ يَفْرُطَ عَلَيْنَا أَوْ أَنْ يَطْغَى قَالَ لَا تَخَافَا إِنَّنِي مَعَكُمَا أَسْمَعُ وَأَرَى. So Musa and Harun, they express their fear that we are going to meet this tyrant. How can we survive? How can we stand in front of him? Because he's a taghiyah. He has no standards. He killed the boys and made the girl's servant. So he has no ethics, no human rights. So Allah is saying that don't worry, I am with you. Innani ma'akuma asma'u wa ara. I am hearing and I am seeing. And this is true for any one of us, that if we really be mindful of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah will be with us. Of course, Allah is with anybody, Muslim, kafir, righteous, evil, meaning that He's by His knowledge and He's watching and seeing and hearing. But here it is it is an extra thing that I am supporting you, I am with you, I am in favor of you, I am there to protect you from any kind of harmful things that Firaun might want to do with you. I am there, your bodyguard, in other words. Okay. And this could be, through ijtihad, through following Allah's commands, going beyond the wajibat of Islam, trying best to also go with the nawafil, means the voluntary acts of worship in Salatul Layl, some extra siyam with sadaqah, helping the others. With all this kind of extra efforts, one can be really wali of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, meaning that he becomes a special friend. So these are special treatments that one can get from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That if Allah becomes your wali, as in the hadith, كنت سمعه الذي يسمع به وبصره الذي يبصر به, as is mentioned, I will become his hearing, I will become his eyes. He's seeing through the eyes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he's hearing through the hearing of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, meaning that Allah starts to protect him. He becomes so close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this we should all make our best effort to be wali of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Inna awliya Allahi la khawfun alayhim wa la hum yahzanun alladhina amanu wa kanu yattaqun, in Surah Yunus, that the awliya of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, there is no fear for them in the in the future. Let them not feel tension and be anxious about what's happening in the future, nor the grief for what has happened in the past. So this is the happiness. What else you want? Okay, and in such a troubled moments of meeting the greatest tyrant on earth, okay, these were the soothing and the weapon when a person knows that Allah is my bodyguard. Innani ma'akuma asma' wa ara. So these have been the source of power of Musa alayhi salam. قال لا تخافا إنني معكما أسمع وأرى فأتياه فقولا إنا رسول ربك فأرسل معنا بني إسرائيل ولا تعذبهم قد جئناك بآية من ربك والسلام على من اتبع الهدى قال قد أوحي إلينا أن العذاب على من كذب وتولى قال فمن ربكما يا موسى. So Musa and Harun, indeed, they eventually went and met Fir'aun and delivered the message that Allah asked them to deliver. Send Bani Israel with us and don't be oppressing on them, and we have came with these signs from Allah, and let peace be upon those who follow the truth. So they followed Allah's command both in delivering the content sincerely as well as being layyinan, being soft in the way of delivery, in the message, the method of delivery as well as the delivery. So they did whatever Allah asked them, and in fact it seems that it worked. Fir'aun did not close his hearing. No, he thought that okay, this person is really coming with a very soft tone. So he started to engage in this dialogue, and that's the most important thing. You don't want to shut this engagement, shut down this engagement. So Fir'aun now started to start a conversation. قَالَ مَا رَبُّكُمَا يَا مُوسَى. Who is your Lord? I was thinking I am your Lord, because this is what he had been proclaiming. أَنَا رَبُّكُمُ الْأَعْلَى. Of course, we know from Surah An-Naml that وَجَحَدُوا بِهَا وَاسْتَيْقَنَتْهَا أَنفُسُهُمْ, that Fir'aun indeed knew that there is a majestic Lord, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who has created those things, but he was hiding that, he was denying it, deliberately denying this great Lord. But he had the yaqeen within himself that there is this majestic one God, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So he is asking, Man rabbukuma ya Musa, who is your Lord, O Musa? قال ربنا الذي أعطى كل شيء خلقه ثم هدى. Very simple answer. أعطى كل شيء خلقه ثم هدى. Allah has given each creation the thing that is appropriate for him, and then guided him. Small sentence capturing great meaning and defining Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with the greatest of his qualities. He has the creator, and his creation is suitable for each of the creator. The bird has the means to fly. The fish has the ways to get the oxygen from the water. We have the means to get the oxygen from the air. The fish will not get oxygen from air when he is outside the water. We will not get oxygen from water when we are inside deep in the sea. The plant has a way to get carbon dioxide in through the photosynthesis. أعطى كل شيء خلقه ثم هدى. And not only in the in the design. No, Allah never has made the design and let them work, as is the case with the concept of the clockmaker, that there is a magnificent clockmaker with all this engineering ingenuity and geniusness and all this skillful design aspects, that he has made this wonderful magnificent clock and let them work on its own, an automatic clock. No need then for the designer anymore. No. أعطى كل شيء خلقه ثم هدى. And then guided him, not only just left him like that, guided him for his provision, guided him those who needs intellectual boosting by wahi, which is us and jinn, for example, guided everybody for their means, has sent water to a place if the animals in these places needs water. So it's not only a clockmaker that designed once one activity and no more activity anymore. Allah is qayyum as-samawati wal ard, that this whole universe is working because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is making it to work for every fraction of a second. If for a fraction of a second Allah went to sleep, or even a slumber, sinatun wala naum, this whole universe will collapse. Inna Allaha yumsiku as-samawati wal arda an tazula. Allah is holding this samawat and ard, this whole universe, this whole system to collapse. Wala in zalata in amsakahuma min ahadin min ba'di. And if it happens so, nobody would be able to hold it after him. So Allah a'ta kulla shay'in khalqahu thumma hada. And Darwin, when he observed these things, that animals, they adapt to their environment, okay, if he had these verses back in his mind, he would have a very powerful explanatory power, that this is Allah who is making hidayah for all this creation. Some birds' beak is taller than the others. Woodpecker's beak is suitable to cut the wood and get his food from maybe within the trunk of trees and so on. Okay, so every creation Allah has made it suitable to it. Okay, but he might have, or maybe his follower, I haven't researched that much, went on to one by one to very wrong direction, denying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, saying that this all have evolved by themselves. So Allah has this template that has been repeated in his creation. Okay, that's why you had the digestive system among the animals. You have respiratory system, you have blood. This should all lead to one creator, with these varieties based on their environment, instead of thinking that they just evolved without the need for any creator. Anyway, this is a bigger topic. I don't want to dwell there any further, but inshallah we'll have more opportunity to talk about it. قال ربنا الذي أعطى كل شيء خلقه ثم هدى قال فما بال القرون الأولى قال علمها عند ربي في كتاب لا يضل ربي ولا ينسى. So I think these are very powerful arguments that Musa and Harun are presenting to Fir'aun. So whenever he is blocked by or he is confronted with such powerful argument, he cannot answer. How can he answer after such powerful argument about the existence of Allah and His power and His majesty? So he immediately divert the topic. That's the only thing he can do at this moment. What happens to the previous nations? Qurun al-Ula. So even for that, Musa has an answer. So it's not only that for Allah is for this moment or this earth or this geography or this time. He has been the Lord. He is now and He will be. Okay. So for those previous nations, its knowledge is with Allah and the Rabbi fi kitab, and it's well recorded. La yadillu Rabbi wa la yansa. Allah never forgets, nor He gets deviated or suffers from ignorance. علمها عند ربي في كتاب لا يضل ربي ولا ينسى. الذي جعل لكم الأرض مهدا وسلك لكم فيها سبلا وأنزل من السماء ماء فأخرجنا به أزواجا من نبات شتى كلوا وارعوا أنعامكم إن في ذلك لآيات لأولي النهى.